Have you ever heard a voice so powerful that even the biggest producers in the world can't stop talking about it? What if that voice belongs to someone we already know, someone who has been quietly preparing a moment that could shake the entire global music industry? And what if one of the most influential producers on the planet suddenly starts praising that voice nonstop? Welcome back to Jungkook Lover. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the biggest global stories about Jungkook that army around the world are talking about right now. Because something unbelievable just happened. A moment that started as a simple performance of ARIRANG suddenly exploded across the internet. Clips began circulating everywhere. Fans replayed the same few seconds again and again. Reaction videos flooded social media. And then came the twist no one expected. The legendary producer Diplo reportedly couldn't stop talking about Jungkook's vocals during that performance. Yes, Diplo, a Grammy-winning producer known for shaping global hits and working with some of the biggest artists in the world. But why was he so stunned? What exactly did Jungkook do with ARIRANG that made experienced producers react like they had just discovered something extraordinary? Was it the emotion? The technique? Or was it something deeper, something that made the performance feel almost historic? Tonight we dive deep into the moment that has fans, critics, and producers all asking the same question. Did Jungkook just prove once again why many believe he is one of the most powerful vocalists of his generation? And if global producers are already reacting like this, could something even bigger be coming next? Stay with us. Because the story behind Jungkook's ARIRANG vocals might be far more shocking than anyone expected. The moment began quietly, almost deceptively simple, as many legendary performances do. There was no dramatic announcement beforehand, no explosive teaser campaign that hinted at what was about to happen. Instead, what unfolded seemed at first like a respectful tribute to a deeply meaningful piece of Korean cultural heritage. ARIRANG, a song that carries centuries of history, emotion, and national identity, is not something that artists approach lightly. It is not simply a melody. It is a symbol, a cultural echo that connects generations. And yet, when Jungkook began to sing, something about the atmosphere shifted immediately. Fans who were watching live described an almost eerie silence falling over the crowd. It was the kind of silence that only happens when an audience senses that something special is about to unfold. There was anticipation in the air, but no one expected the moment to escalate into a viral global discussion involving Grammy-winning producers. The first notes were soft, controlled, almost fragile. Then something happened. Jungkook's voice began to expand in a way that caught listeners off guard. The emotional tone carried the weight of tradition, yet the technical delivery was unmistakably modern. It wasn't just a performance of ARIRANG. It felt like a reinvention, a reinterpretation that bridged past and present. Within minutes, clips of the performance started spreading across social media platforms. Fans were uploading reaction videos, vocal analyses, and emotional tributes. Some viewers claimed they felt chills when Jungkook reached the high emotional peaks of the song. Others said the way he controlled his breath and phrasing showed a level of vocal maturity that has grown dramatically in recent years. But the moment that truly shocked the internet came shortly afterward. Rumors began circulating that Diplo had watched the clip. At first, many fans assumed it was just another exaggerated fan theory. After all, viral posts often attach big celebrity names to trending moments. But then more conversations began appearing. Industry insiders hinted that Diplo had indeed seen the performance and was impressed by what he heard. For those unfamiliar with Diplo's influence, the reaction was significant. He is not just any producer commenting on a viral clip. He is a figure deeply embedded in the global music ecosystem, known for shaping sounds that dominate charts and festivals. When someone like him reacts to a vocalist, the industry listens, and according to the growing buzz online, Diplo couldn't stop mentioning Jungkook's vocal control and emotional delivery in that performance. Suddenly, what started as a cultural tribute had become a global discussion about vocal excellence. Fans immediately began dissecting every second of the performance. Music analysts pointed out how Jungkook balanced traditional phrasing with contemporary vocal technique. Some vocal coaches highlighted the subtle vibrato he used near the climax of the song, noting how it enhanced the emotional impact without overpowering the melody. Others focused on the way he built tension throughout the performance. Instead of rushing toward the dramatic moments, Jungkook allowed the song to breathe. He held certain notes longer than expected. He softened certain lines to create contrast. And when the emotional peak finally arrived, the release felt almost overwhelming. That moment, according to many viewers, was the point where the performance transcended expectations. But the conversation did not stop there. Soon, fans began asking an even bigger question. Why did this performance feel so different? Jungkook has been praised for his vocals countless times before. His live performances with BTS have earned global admiration, and his solo work has consistently showcased his vocal versatility. Yet something about the ARIRANG moment felt uniquely powerful. Some believe the answer lies in the cultural significance of the song itself. ARIRANG is not merely a piece of music. It is an emotional symbol deeply connected to Korean identity. For an artist like Jungkook, performing it on a global stage carries immense weight. The singer must balance respect for tradition with personal expression. Many viewers believe Jungkook achieved that balance perfectly. His interpretation did not feel like a museum piece frozen in history. Instead, it sounded alive, modern, personal. The emotion in his voice suggested he wasn't just performing the song. He was feeling every word. And that authenticity may be what captured the attention of producers like Diplo. In the world of music production, technical skill is important, but emotional authenticity is priceless. Producers constantly search for artists who can deliver performances that feel genuine and unforgettable. If the online reactions are accurate, Jungkook may have delivered exactly that. Soon after the clip began trending, reaction channels started appearing across different countries. Vocal coaches from the United States, Europe, and Asia posted detailed breakdowns explaining why the performance resonated so strongly. Some pointed out the subtle dynamics in Jungkook's voice, noting how he shifted between delicate softness and powerful projection without losing control. Others highlighted his breath support, explaining how maintaining stability during emotionally intense lines requires exceptional vocal discipline. One vocal analyst even described the performance as a masterclass in emotional restraint, arguing that Jungkook resisted the temptation to oversing the dramatic moments. Instead, he allowed the emotion of the song to carry the weight. That choice, according to many experts, is what made the performance feel so authentic. But the most surprising element of the story may be what happened next. As the discussions continued spreading across social media, more fans began speculating about what Diplo's reaction could mean. Was it simply admiration from one producer watching a viral clip? Or was it something more? The music industry is filled with unexpected collaborations. Producers often discover artists through moments that capture their attention unexpectedly. A single performance can spark conversations that eventually lead to studio sessions, experimental projects, or even chart-topping songs. Fans quickly began imagining the possibilities. What if Diplo was genuinely interested in Jungkook's vocal capabilities? What if the performance revealed a dimension of Jungkook's artistry that producers had not fully explored yet? And perhaps the most exciting question of all, could this moment hint at future collaborations that might surprise the entire music industry? These questions ignited passionate debates among fans. Some ARMY members argued that Jungkook's vocal ability has always been underestimated by certain corners of the industry. They pointed out that his live performances consistently demonstrate control, stability, and emotional depth. Others suggested that the ARIRANG performance may have revealed a side of Jungkook that international producers rarely hear. His connection to traditional Korean musical expression. That cultural authenticity could be incredibly appealing for producers seeking fresh artistic inspiration. Meanwhile, music commentators began discussing the broader significance of the moment. The global music landscape has been evolving rapidly over the past decade.